we pray. Take the flag, pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 5 on the presentation, tonight we have a presentation on a proclamation of the month of April 2022 as National Cancer Control Month.
Thank you so much, Mr. Guajardo, Honorable Mayor and City Commissioners. Today, we'd like to thank you for allowing us to present this proclamation, and we would like to take the time to thank the City of San Juan for making sure that we continue to provide not only the awareness, but also the information that is needed. At this coming month is a National Cancer Control Month, Prevention Month. It's important for us to go into different areas because cancer affects us every day. It does not discriminate on social, on economical, demographics, skin color. And it's important for us that every month, although we do have the time to recognize specific cancer, this is the month that we ask people to take the time to take advantage of whatever health system they belong to for any type of prevention and screenings that are available. With me today, I have Ms. Amanda Wing from the Oncology Institute at Renaissance, and also our Health Clinics Director, Ms. Jessica De Leon from DHR Health. Again, my name is Mario Liscano. I'm the Administrator of Corporate Affairs. And we wanted to just give you some information and also just something, a token of appreciation for allowing us to be here today. And we do hope you accept this proclamation, but above all, that we do hope that during this month you take the time to have it maybe on a Friday or a special day where they wear a special color signifying the cancer that they're representing and that they support. Thank you so much.
National Cancer Control Month, where cancer is a leading cause of death for over 50% of people with healthy lifestyle choices such as smoking cessation, diet, exercise, and reducing toxic foods, and early protection, reducing community find cancer that more treatable, safe, significant, increasing survival rates, and improving long-term health outcomes. And whereas this month serves as a crucial reminder for individuals to prioritize their health by engaging with healthcare professionals and understanding personal risk factors and staying up to date on recommended cancer screening. And whereas we honor the training to provide support for current challenges with youth and remember loved ones lost while advancing treatment. Now, therefore, we resolve that I, Juan, by the power vested in me as Mayor of the City of San Juan, along with Mayor of the City of and Martin Villegas, take a clean state as National Cancer Control Month and call upon all those who providing community organizations to take action by scheduling, screening, and educating others on risk reduction and supporting efforts to fight cancer.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir, please.
Mayor, Commissioners, Mr. Guajardo, Mr. Palacios. This is just a presentation to let the commission know that of all the cleanups and all the presentations we do at the school, all the interactions that we do with other entities such as Santana Wildlife and the cleanups, the major cleanups that we have during the CD, we just wanted you all to know what we have in the calendar set, and so you all can see what we actually do with our board. So we pretty much are booked all the way through, so if you have any questions for me, I'll be willing to answer them. We're not fully staffed, but we're pretty much there. I know Mr. Ramirez and I and the president, Madam President, we've been talking about the people that we bring in, you know, making sure that they're pretty much are going to be dedicated to help us out in our community and in our cleanups. But we are two or three short staff, which right now we're doing okay. Yes, sir.
Let's see, we have a presentation on the department report. We're just going to have the Department of Finance, Fire Department, Police Department, Municipal Court, and Department of Utilities. Then we have all the departments that have any questions.
Any questions for the director? Any questions? Not.
Okay, item number 6, public hearing ordinance. Under 8, we have open public hearing and the first reading of the ordinance, and then chapter 13, so article 13.03, solid waste and stormwater management. One generally, section 13.03.005 of the technical placement of waste for collection and section 13.02.006 exemptions to the two rate changes and bills, section 13.02.051, customer classification, rate schedule, and division. 3, private collection for the manufacturing of water, modified rates and deposit fees, eliminating private collection and other related regulations, providing for effective dates, providing for publication, providing for qualification, providing for availability, clause, and providing the receiver clause.
Mayor, Commissioners, Mr. Guajardo, Mr. Palacios, Sanitation Department is proposing to amend the existing ordinance in order to ensure municipal regulations remain current and effective with aligned with the needs of the community. So staff is recommending for first reading approval.
I'm just wondering if you could explain all of that, a little bit better. I don't think we do have that. But what I was thinking is actually the city is very good on it, and very set out. I don't know how, if you could get some overview on
Yes. Mayor, Commissioners, again, once again, the rates weren't really tampered with. The rates basically stayed the same. The rates that we only changed were deposit fees for roll-offs. That's where the city does their interaction with construction sites. Also with large commercial accounts where we take big, large trash cans and have for private services. There was only two rates that were really changed. Other than that, it was just dotting the I's and crossing the T's and taking everything else that we didn't need to better off the relationship between our customers and our community, and also to make somebody responsible for whatever we've encountered with in the past with commercial sites. Ma'am, I couldn't explain everything to you because there's a lot of items that we removed, the language that we didn't need on here, language that has been there established for many years, making it harder for us to understand and work our abilities with commercial sites. So we removed all the language that was not needed, and we did not remove it. It was legal counsel that removed it. I'm not sure if Mr. Palacios can answer that question for you. But we didn't remove only what was not in language in concurrent to better the community, better the service to our community. That's all we did.
Sorry. I still don't understand what this is doing. I am sure it is for the benefit of the community. I have no doubt that's why changes were made, but it's strange that no one can explain how
Yes, sir. It was filed.
Along with the red line of the modification.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agenda. Yes, and if you have any questions that you'd like for me to answer, you're welcome to come to my office. I'm there 8 to 5 at City Hall.
I'm just saying it because it's a public hearing, and so I don't see anything to say.
We can look the question and you will move to
No, I would like to address the next question, so that's a public hearing.
I can do that. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
How is this related to, you have spoken to the public about their recycling today?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no problem recycling. But it is in my pulse for almost 20 years. How does this address that? Since it's, I'm assuming it's related to that?
Recycling is a separate entity for the city. It's a service that we offer that's for free for the public, people, personnel or citizens that are recyclable items at their homes. They're welcome to take them to our facility.
Oh, but there's been no.
And we have a truck that picks up on Fridays, but you need to make an alignment with our staff because we have very minimal personnel or citizens that are actually signed up for this program, and it's only on Fridays. So we have like 200 containers that we pick up on Fridays, and it's for free. We pick up cardboard, plastic containers, and there's a truck that goes out there, picks it up, but only on Fridays. Anything else that wants to be recycled by the citizens in San Juan can take it to the recycling center, and we have different banks where they just, set apart. It's on our website, ma'am. It's all on our websites. Like I said, it's on our website. The website is very educational. A lot of the people that are registering now have gone through our website. They come and ask for the service, and we provide the service.
I understand, but I don't think it's very essential. The website is following the second of all.
I believe it's in Spanish also.
The recycling part of the container, I personally have not been able to understand. I'm glad it happens, but it seems like it should just something to consider as changes and is involved. I mean, most cities now
Yes, ma'am.
are offering curbside. And most of these charge.
Another question, going back to
Yes, ma'am.
the recycling, when there's a problem, where they were picking up the recycling metal and all that, when it's not being weighed, and you guys not getting payment, did y'all take care of all that? Do you have a new metal company? Remember when they weren't,
We have
it wasn't being weighed and you guys weren't being paid?
We have a contractor or a contracted company that we're associated with. I don't see anything that happens during the transactions because the company picks up and everything goes through City Hall. We get what City Hall gives us at the end for our agendas to put for the packages for the commissioners and the mayor. But that's it. The company has been contracted for a while now. So in the past, there was a past administration. I don't know what they did in the past.
No, it is,
Well,
but it is
like-
being weighed now, so you can know that you're getting
Like I
enough
said,
money for
it goes through a system. How they do it, I don't know. They just have their containers, they pick up and they take. So I'm assuming they have to weigh it because that's the only way they can pay out. Yes.
what should be done that for free.
It's always been that way. They have to weigh. Anywhere you go, you have to weigh whatever you take. Any facility. any facility. And there's not too many in the valley. Yes.
Yeah, but I remember that you said you didn't know how much would be.
At this point, I do not know because I don't go with them. This is a private company that the city has contracted.
Okay,
Someone approaches at 6:16. Your motion to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Open public hearing. Consider the first reading and the regarding the voluntary education. Concerning the 6.14 contract of lot 45, school district, Conway Garden subdivision, located approximately 400 feet west of the road, along the south side of the Municipal road, as requested by the agricultural properties.
Hi, good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, Mr. Guajardo, Mr. Palacios. The following public hearings are regarding the first reading of the voluntary annexation ordinance. As you may recall from the previous meetings, the voluntary annexation petition were submitted by the respective property owners. The City Commission accepted the petitions and the two required public hearings were held at the previous meetings. These are the properties located on Stewart and Las Milpas Road, and the first one is the 6.814 acre tract of land located approximately 450 feet west of Stewart Road along the south side of Las Milpas. This item is a public hearing and I'm available for any questions.
Open public hearing and consider the first reading and orders regarding the voluntary annexation. On block 55, to the county garden subdivision located approximately as requested by the SNNL property.
Yes, this is the 6.39 acre tract of land located, as Mr. Guajardo mentioned it, at 450 feet west of Stewart Road and 470 feet south of Las Milpas Road. This is also a public hearing and I'm available for any questions.
Open public hearing and consider the first reading of an ordinance regarding the voluntary annexation petition concerning a 4.748 acre tract of land on lot 55, Stewart Division, Conway Garden subdivision, located approximately 40 feet west of Stewart Road and 810 feet south of the Municipal road, and requested by the County Investment LLC.
This is a public hearing for the voluntary annexation petition received. This is for the ordinance of the 4.788 tract of land located at 450 feet west of Stewart Road and the 850 feet south of Las Milpas Road, requested by the Aldape family. This is also a public hearing.
All in favor, say aye.
Next, on the resolution, we have the open public hearing and consider the first reading of an ordinance regarding the voluntary annexation petition concerning the 7.708 acre land tract out of lot 55 and 60, Stewart Division, Conway Garden subdivision, located approximately 40 feet west of Stewart Road and 395 feet south of the Municipal road, as referred by Texas County Investment LLC.
This is the first public hearing of the voluntary annexation ordinance of the 7.708 acre tract of land located at 450 feet west of Stewart Road and 390 feet south of Las Milpas Road, and this is the public hearing.
Questions? None? The motion is approved. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Next, we have a open public hearing to consider the first reading regarding the voluntary annexation petition concerning a 5.926 acre tract of land out of lot 60, doing condition to the county regarding subdivision located approximately 450 feet west of the road, 530 feet south of the Municipal road, and inspected by RGB International Logistics, LLC.
This is the first public hearing of the voluntary annexation ordinance of the 5.936 acre tract of land located at 450 feet west of Stewart Road and 530 feet south of Las Milpas Road. This is a public hearing.
Under the B, we have a whole public hearing, this is the first reading of the ordinance regarding the voluntary annexation petition concerning the 6.706 acre tract of land out of lot 60, field addition to the county garden subdivision located approximately 450 feet west of Stewart Road and 650 feet south of the Municipal Road, as requested by the Nacional Corredora de Fortaleza, S.A. Reserva.
This request is a voluntary annexation petition concerning the 6.706 acre tract of land located at 450 feet west of Stewart Road and 650 feet south of Las Milpas Road. And this is the public hearing.
All those in favor say aye.
Thank you.
Hold public hearing and consider the first reading of an ordinance regarding the conditional use permit for the sale of alcoholic beverage, FD, food and beverage, and ND, mixed beverage for on-premise consumption at the Post Bar Garden at UW Guadalupe, located at 107 North Augusta Avenue, as requested by Post Bar Garden at UW Guadalupe, LLC.
The conditional use permit is to allow the sale of alcoholic beverages and mixed beverages for on-premise consumption at the proposed Post Oak Beer Gardens at GW's Barbecue. The proposed beer garden will be operated as a complement of the food service provided at the establishment. The proposed hours of operation are Thursday through Saturday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The applicant must comply with the TABC requirements, the city requirements, and also they need to comply with a business permit as required by the conditional use permit. Failure to comply with one of the requirements or the listed requirements may result of the revocation of the conditional use permit. Additional permits may be required depending on the type of alcoholic beverages. Notice of the public hearing was on the newspaper and letters were sent out to 21 property owners. No comments were received in favor or against the request. If the recommendation is for the approval, the Planning and Zoning Commission recommends approval of the conditional use permit as presented, and this item is presented as a public hearing, and I'm available for any questions.
Not, the motion is second. All those in favor say aye.
Thank you.
This is for the 6 months.
Next, another item, hold public hearing and consider the first reading of an ordinance regarding the rezoning request from City County Government District RS to General Living District DC, located at 811 North Standard Avenue, Municipal Site at West Half Block 1720, Block 17, by one Bristol County, Complex Subdivision, and requested by the
This is a rezoning request of the property 311 North Standard Avenue from residential to commercial zone. This is the property known as the Old Feed Store. The property is operating as a commercial since the 1980s, has a long-standing commercial use. The applicant is requesting that the property be rezoned into commercial to bring the zoning designation into compliance with the existing use of the property. The surrounding area is primarily residential use, and the office of the Hidalgo County Irrigation District right in front of the property. Approval of this rezoning will eliminate the non-conforming use status of the property. Notice of the public hearing was mailed to 17 property owners within the 200-foot radius. 2 comments were received against the request. The staff recommends approval of the rezoning request. The Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval as well. And this item is presented as a public hearing, and I'm available for any questions.
Mayor, may I make? Ms. Monica, this wouldn't be considered spot zoning?
Yes, this is one of the questions that the Planning and Zoning had at the Planning and Zoning meeting. But when we recommend approval, basically was because this property has been paying taxes, is considered a commercial area, and the future land use map can be amended so it can be considered like the whole block as a commercial.
It can be amended.
Yes. Thank you.
Letter A, consideration and action on the effective date of the rate increase of the gas company under the gas reliability program.
Good evening, Mayor, Commission. This resolution is to suspend the increase of the rate for 45 days. Yes. Thank you.
Item number 8, discussion and possible action on all the following matters. Letter A, preliminary plat approval of variances of the East South Area Industrial meeting 127 or 7 tract line on lot 9 on one of the year number 1 subdivision located approximately 600 feet south from Old Road on the east side of Veterans Road North and the side street.
Yes, this is a request to subdivide 1.713-acre tract of land located along the east side of Veterans Boulevard, approximately 620 feet south of Moore Road, into one commercial subdivision. The proposed lot will measure 135 feet by 552 feet and will have one access point along Veterans Boulevard. The property is on commercial and lies within the flood zone C, which is not considered a flood zone area. The water service is available from the city of San Juan, and the sewer is not available. The project engineer requested the following variance regarding the water line loop, a variance from the requirement to loop the water line as required by the fire department. After coordination with the fire department and the project engineer, the placement of the fire hydrant along the south side of the property was agreed, and a copy of the fire marshal's approval is included in the packet as reference. The second variance is to allow septic tanks. A variance to allow the septic tanks due to the lack of sanitary sewer system. The interim utilities director approved the use of septic tanks with a plat note stating that the property must connect to the sewer system when it becomes available. Copy of the response is also available in the packet. The third one is a utility easement. A variance from the required 15-foot utility easement along the north side of the subdivision. Staff agrees on the 5-foot utility easement due to the size of the property and the 25-foot drive aisle, parking area, and building setbacks. Variance letters were submitted in the packet as reference. Based on the analysis and the agreements reached, staff recommends approval of the preliminary plat along with the variances, and this concludes with my presentation, and I'm available for any questions.
Ms. Monica,
Yes.
now on these variances, so these go against what we just approved last week in that plan or last month?
I don't think
These
it was
variances on
approved.
in the book, in the binder?
Yes, but I don't think it was approved yet. They need to come to the city commission.
Yeah, we had approved on that. Yeah, was good. What were we waiting for? Just his signature?
Well, basically, the information I provided is the recommendation for future projects regarding the
Mhm.
So it's going to be
The master.
The master plan. But that master plan, would this fall into that master plan?
The meeting that we had last week was a workshop, so I think it needs to be presented before the city commission for.
I understand that, but the question is, does it go against what we're gonna approve? Do these variances go
Yes.
against what's in the book? Okay, and it says here that you all met to reach an agreement that would benefit both parties. The information that I see here is information that they're submitting to you.
Yes.
Where's the information that you submitted to them that would benefit both parties? Is it included in here?
We have the copy of all the comments from the planning department, city engineer. I think it's,
That's where I'm getting that information from the minutes. But I don't see, where does it show where it's gonna benefit the city?
well, this is a new commercial development, and also there is no sewer available on the property. So basically, the subdivision located on the north side is connected to the city of our system. So right now, they were having talks with them, and they haven't allowed the connection of the sanitary sewer.
Go ahead, sir.
Carlos Garza, he is the city engineer.
Go ahead and state your name for the record.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Carlos Garza, President of AEC Engineering, and I'm the engineer on record for Mr. Ramirez. For clarification, hence the name of the subdivision, DG, is for a Dollar General that we're proposing. And Dollar General utilizes 2 toilets, 2 sink, and a mop sink. So it's not a 50-lot residential subdivision. It is in your ETJ, it is inside the city, and it is in your CCN, in your service area, but there is no sanitary sewer available to it. Given the amount of property that we have, TCQ requires minimum of half an acre for the use of septic systems. The property is outside of the flood zone, so there is nothing against using a septic system. We have 1.7 acres on the property, so we have.
South of the Stripes.
Yes, sir. There's a plaza, there's the Stripes, and then there's a commercial plaza right next door to it.
I know exactly.
So we're complying with all the requirements in regards to state regulations associated with it. The city does not have sanitary sewer, so it's not that we're asking for a variance, trying to circumvent connecting to a sewer. If you had a sewer line, I would gladly connect to it. There's just none. The city of FAR has a line across the street, but we're trying to bring the income to the city of San Juan, not the city of FAR. And so, by the end of the day, when we do the development, will be a $1.2 million development in the city of San Juan, plus the tax revenue that you get from that Dollar General. As you know, I have presented, I think I'm working on my 4th Dollar General in the city of San Juan. It's a type of business that's very well in the city. Very seldom are there any issues with any of these stores, and we comply with all the requirements as far as water, sewer, storm, and landscaping requirements.
No, I understand that, Mr. Garza, and I appreciate that. My concern is that we're investing money into a plan that we're not gonna follow, so then why go through the process?
Well, and that's why
That's my question.
And that's why we're putting a note on the plat, and we're agreeing, and that if sanitary sewer, so if your master plan and you do extend sewer lines available to it, we will abandon the septic system. We'll pump it out, pump it dry. The standard procedure for that is we pump it
part of
dry.
the agreement.
We close, and that's part of the agreement.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see it here. That's why I want to know if it's part of the agreement, where am I going to find it in this package?
Well, I know she read it, that it is a note that we're adding to the plat. So the subdivision plat that we will record at the courthouse will be there on record. So on any future conveyances of properties, if it was ever conveyed, that carries on with the real estate.
Got it. Thank
And
you,
and as far as the water line, I mean, we met with Chief Garza, and we discussed the installation of an additional fire hydrant. I was more than happy to accommodate for that and allow for the water. And in regards to the utility easement, well, city code, kind of a little ridiculous. The subdivision to the north of us has a 15-foot utility easement. So if we put another 15-foot utility easement, you're going to end up with 30 feet worth of utility easements between two properties, which is a little bit excessive. And in order for us to, I couldn't buy additional property. Mayor, there's a house south of us, so I couldn't buy more real estate to the south to accommodate the footprint of the building. So we just asked for a variance of 5 feet so that we can accommodate the building that we need really there for the footprint. And that's it. And
Thank you,
y'all
sir.
have any other questions? I'm here, to answer any of your questions.
Thank you. With that being said, is there a motion to approve?
Thank you.
Is there a second? Okay. I'll second. Good. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, we have a preliminary plat approval with variances on the Crystal Street subdivision, being a 1 acre tract of land out of lot 20, block 8, John Robbins subdivision located at 200 West Elm Street, as requested by the Honorable Engineering LLC.
Yes, this is a request to subdivide 1 acre tract of land located at 200 West Elm Street into 2 residential subdivisions. So basically, they have a 1 acre tract and they are dividing the property in two lots. It will be for residential use. Each lot will have access to a public street as required. Each lot will be measured 96 feet by 225 feet, which exceeds the minimum lot size for the residential lot sizes. The property is zoned residential and lies in a flat zone B, which is not considered a flat zone area. Water and sewer services are provided by the City of San Juan. The fire hydrants are in place already. Right-of-way is dedicated by this plat. Project engineer is requesting a variance to reduce the 15-foot utility easement around the perimeter of the subdivision into 10 feet. This is a variance, I'm sorry, that was presented before on a different subdivisions. And this is something that the city staff is working on, reducing the 15-foot utility easement to a 10. City staff met with the engineer and have no objections to the proposed reduction. Variance letter is included in the packet. And the staff recommendation is for the approval, and the planning and zoning also recommends for approval.
Questions from this morning? With that being said, is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Letter C, discussion of possible action, if any, regarding the Adams County Election Department's request for polling, election-based polling, location of the South Juan Fire Station number 2, for the 2026 local entity elections and local entity runoff elections.
Good evening. The Hidalgo County Elections Department is requesting the use of the San Juan Fire Station number 2 for the 2026 local entities elections and local entities runoff elections. Election dates for early voting would be April 20th through April 28th, and election day May 2nd. And dates for the runoff election, early voting June 1st through June 9th, with election day of June 13th. Staff is recommending authorizing the use of the facility.
Any questions from Ms. Brenda?
So Ms. Brenda, they're only requesting one site,
Yes.
not the library anymore?
No, the north fire station.
Got it. Thank you.
That being said, is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Letter B, consideration of approval of the annual audit and financial report for the fiscal year September 30th, 2025. Mr. Juan, Director of Finance.
Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, Mr. Palacio, City Manager.
This is to approve the annual financial report for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2025. And I have to Mr. Garcia from Garcia and Peña to go ahead and present the key points of the audit. This way, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask him. Any questions for Mr. Garcia to present?
No, nothing. Doing okay. Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, there was, apparently, there was no findings, everything's on there, everything looks good.
That's good. With that being said, thank you. Is there a motion to?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you so much. Motion
Thank
carries.
you.
Item number 9, construction, consideration and action of any an agreement between the city of San Juan and TRD Capital Markets LLC for the library services. Mr. Juan?
Good evening, Commissioners. This is just to approve the new agreement with, it's just a name change from Estrada Hinojosa to TRB for the financial advisor for the city of San Juan. TRB got acquired Estrada Hinojosa, and this is just to approve the agreement with a new name.
Any questions from Ms. Lewis? If not, is there a motion to approve? So moved. Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 10, consent agenda, consider the approval of a tax collection report for the month of February 28, 2022. The review of budget expenditure report for January 31st, 2026. And then we consider the approval of the city commission meeting minutes for February 11, 2026.
This time on the consent agenda, is there anything we need to amend or modify on the consent agenda? Amend and modify. Not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Let's move to item number 11, executive session. Letter A, the San Juan City Commission will convene an executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meeting Act, Royal Texas Statute, and Code Annotated, Government Code Chapter 551.071. Under item number 1, pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney, discussion of possible action regarding legal matters pertaining to litigation concerning an employment contract. And item number 2, pursuant to section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and pursuant to section 551.074, personnel matters, discussion regarding employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, city manager.
This time, is there a motion to enter executive?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are entering at 6:44 p.m.
Reconvening from our executive session at 7:21. Is there a motion to reconvene? Move. Motion by Commissioner Garza, second by Commissioner Cantu. All in favor? Aye. On item number 1, pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney, discussion and possible action regarding legal matters pertaining to litigation concerning an employment contract. Is there a motion to proceed as discussed in executive session? Motion by Commissioner Cantu, second by Commissioner Garza. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 2, pursuant to section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and pursuant to section 551.074, personnel matters, discussion regarding the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, city manager. There is no action on that item. Is there a motion to adjourn? Move. Second. Motion by Commissioner Garza and second by Commissioner Cantu at 7:22. This meeting is officially adjourned.